guys, welcome to Sandite Chat. I am sitting here, this is phenomenal. I'm sitting here with a great group of students and Miss Andrea Campfield, who is well prepared for today. And this is just going to be fun. I love it. We've been talking business the last couple of times we've been sharing, and so today is really about highlighting a group of students that are getting ready to perform really soon. So tell me about In the Woods. What is it about? What is it about? Who are you people? And there's one that's in the back that's kind of scaring me a little bit. She said it's something about a curse. And I know. Look at that face. She's in her character, and which I love. So tell me about In the Woods.
Into the Woods is a classic by Stephen Sondheim. It's a take on Grimm's fairy tales, and it basically in 2 acts it takes us through the fairy tales, and they get their happy endings. But in the second act, things do not always go as planned when you get your happy ending. Yeah. So it's definitely a departure from the happy endings that we grew up with, and kind of a metaphor for stepping out into the world.
Okay, so off this, I've got a cheat sheet down here, but I can't stay there, Lisa. This. So, did you guys talk about the history of like Grimm's fairy tales?
Yes, we did. And our books, some of our books that are on the set here, we've got our fairy tales and our fairy tale characters. Okay. And yes, we've talked about how that ended versus what happens after, because once we close the books, what happens next? And this is Sondheim's take on that.
This is how I grew up. Grimm's fairy tales were what we grew up on. Mm-hmm. We're fairly close to the same age, maybe a little bit older, but it's just fun to see you guys like in character in places that we were at when we were kids, and stories and literature, which is so good. So how come In the Woods? I mean, what is your scope and sequence of how you choose what plays that you perform?
Well, it's a lot of factors, and it's very difficult for me to choose, as they well know.
Yeah, for sure.
So revealing the musical is always a big thing. A lot of high schools are able to pick their musicals and their entire season. We don't do that. Okay. We like to take a look at who we have in the class. We like to make sure that there's plenty of roles for everybody throughout the year. So we do 4 shows throughout the season.
It's a lot of work.
And yeah, it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun as well. And we choose our musical based on, number one, our skill level in the class, and we think about senior roles, and we also think about what flows best with our season. In this particular year, since we're doing an arts festival, yes, absolutely. We wanted to choose something that would highlight music along with our great talent. Right. And so Mr. Wright approached me and said, I would like to do a big orchestra this time.
So good.
And we have, how many seniors, guys, in the show?
Like 12 or 13.
Yeah, we have.
Now, are all you guys seniors?
No, not all, but there are, in the entirety of the show and crew, we have 19 seniors.
Okay.
But as far as in the cast, we have quite a few, at least a dozen seniors. And so we wanted to make sure we were able to outfit something big.
Right.
And have enough roles for everybody, and this fit the bill.
So you guys spend a lot of time in character practicing.
Yes, a lot of time.
A lot of time. Yes. I was in one school play. It was Annie, Get Your Gun. I couldn't do it.
That was my very first show.
Oh, wasn't it really? So it's fun. And we went to see To Kill a Mockingbird, actually, Friday night at PAC. It's so good. It's 3 hours long. I dragged my husband, and he didn't even fall asleep. It was great. It was so good, though. And I know the preparation is incredibly long. And so talk to me about preparation for just one musical. Mm-hmm. How long?
Well, we cast the show. Did we wait and cast after break this time?
Yes,
we
waited.
We did. Okay. Yeah. So if we are able to do the show before spring break, we cast right before Christmas so that they've got their roles and their scripts. But this time we waited because we were doing it later to match up with our arts festival that we're doing this week. So we began in the second week of January. Okay. And we've been going since.
3 months. So, 3 months preparation. Mm-hmm. You guys have a hard time managing memorization of your lines? Are you pretty good at it? Yes?
Depends on the person.
I'm great at memorization.
Parker, why don't you take that
one? No.
That's so great. That's so great. Well, they perform so much, and it's just so great to see them be able to get in front of those people. That's hard. It's really hard to do. And then pull it off. We were able to recognize our band instructors last night at the board meeting. And kind of what highlighted that and inspired us is because every year I get this huge list of performances, and performance art I think is really difficult because you're on stage, literally, in this instance. And so it's just tough. And I know you were at our chamber meeting, so you got to sing a cappella. I don't know if that's going to be the case in the show.
It is not,
music.
and we will be in costumes, not in T-shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
So good, though. So good. And that was kind of hard because we're talking about a business crowd, right? At noon.
And I was sick that day, actually.
You were sick that day. We pulled it off beautifully, by the way.
Thank you.
So good. So good. So I would love to see, is it too much to ask in a podcast? Can you just a snippet of what you're going to sing? Yeah. I know I'm putting you on the
Sure.
spot right now. I told you I was going to do that.
He's got to loosen the ruffles
Okay,
first.
two sentences, maybe 2 lines. I don't know.
Unique New York, New York. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me?
Okay, stop. That's a teaser. We don't want to, you know what I mean? We don't want to give too much of it away. It's just the talent, you guys. It's amazing. I'm so proud of all of them.
Thank you. I'm proud of him.
We got to talk about the art festival because the cool thing that's happening over the course of 3 days.
The 4th through the 8th.
4th to the 8th, so 5 days, is a collaboration of all the arts. And you even integrated a little STEM. I had a flyer. I actually read it, at least we had a flyer. You should know what's on the flyer. But there was a lot on the flyer. And I don't have the memorization skills that you guys have. So
You probably have the same memorization skills
maybe
as
I
he
do.
does.
But I'm just telling you, it's really fun to see a highlight of all of the disciplines of art come together in a festival where everyone gets to be on stage a little bit. So can you talk about how that came to be and what can the public expect? I hope we get a lot of people.
Yes, public, please.
Come see us.
We need you. The arts need you. So Kyle Wright approached us back in the fall, which is where it's kind of his brainchild. And we've always collaborated with the middle schools to reach out to the elementary schools and try to ignite that passion for the arts in our Sandite littles. And he wanted to take it to the next step. So he talked to the rest of our department. And so we are going to be featuring a film festival. We have some visual art that's going to be on display. We have 2 choir concerts, correct? You guys are doing one and elementary as well. And as you said, there's going to be STEM collaboration as well. There are flyers that are available. There's a QR code that can get you hooked up with all of that. And
I'm putting some pressure on Lisa. I know it's going to be hard to maybe at the end of the podcast put that at the end so people can see the QR code. She's magical. I feel like that's an art as well. But it's just, I think people here are, some of our Northwoods kids have a display at the Capitol right now, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, that's amazing.
It's amazing. So our Fine Arts Academy, although we try to promote it everywhere, so it's interesting that we have elementaries that are labeled. But I think when people hear the word art, you think about paint or something. And there's just so much more to it that is going to be highlighted so people can really get a picture of what that means. So I always brag about you because you're great and you're amazing. And
Thank you.
You had a shout out last year regarding your debate program. And I know that's been a lot of work. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I brought it up in lots of places, but out of the blue, there was a student from a different school district highlight you as the teacher of our debate program because it was a winning piece. Now, whether you consider that art or not, debate I think is an art myself because it's pretty strategic.
The art of argument.
Absolutely. But it's just cool to see that recognition by someone that brought up Charles Page High School, I didn't call you by name, but Charles Page High School with the debate program and how winning it was in the heart of teachers that invest a lot of time in you guys so that you can do your thing. It's just so cool. So I don't know how we want to end it. I feel like there's got to be some way to creatively end the podcast. But
I would kind of like for them to tell who their characters are,
Oh, for
if
sure.
you don't mind, and maybe do a little plug for the show.
Let's do it.
So let's go around.
Hi, I'm the baker.
Hi, Baker.
And Baker isn't actually a part of Grimm's Fairy Tales. He was actually written by James Lapine
okay.
and Stephen Sondheim. He was kind of just based off of Lapine himself. So
I feel like you have a better memory than me. That's pretty good.
The baker and his wife are like the most normal people in the whole show, I would say.
Okay.
And throwing that normalcy in is part of what
Normal.
kicks off
With an eye roll.
the issues in the second act. So
That's great.
normal.
Normal. Okay, next. Who we got?
I'm Zoe Rogers, and I play the baker's wife.
Hi, Baker's wife.
go ahead. Let's
I'm
just say
Bella-
the names. Go ahead.
I'm Bella
Zoe. Time.
Dermo, and I play Rapunzel and Florinda. Hi, Rapunzel.
I'm Reese Wood, and I play Cinderella's prince.
I'm Brendan Simpson, and I play the mysterious man.
I'm Jacob Sharp, and I play the narrator.
I'm Ivy Cronister, and I play the witch.
Come on up here. Come on, come on,
Get up here.
I'm Maddie Soriano, and I play Granny. Sorry. I'm Johnny Miller, and I play the steward.
I'm Shauna Davis, and I play Jack's mom.
I'm Avery Miller, and I play Little Red Riding Hood.
I'm Alec Luce. I play Jack.
I'm Malachi Bilby. I play the wolf.
And back here we have.
I'm Kira, and I do Spotlight.
I'm Carmen Blaylock. I play stage manager.
My name is Romeo Michael, and I am the understudy for the stage manager.
And we're actually missing one of our most important cast members, Shelby. She plays the cow.
And we're also missing Cinderella.
And Cinderella, Michaela Bradford, who plays
Play the cow.
Cinderella.
I could do that.
Mason,
yes,
our
he's right on the
techie.
light.
He's all the way upstairs.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We could not do this without our tech.
So, which brings up a really good point. It's not just all about the actors. I mean, there's so many people in the background that lend itself to making a production what it is. Same thing with any, I think, discipline, to be honest.
Which I think that's where the whole STEM/STEAM comes in, because
Right.
exactly everything that you are talking about goes into a production.
And we have students set building and painting and like creating blueprints for our sets. And
So you have a stagecraft class.
Yes.
Who
Yes,
walked
we do.
in it? Raise your hand if you're in stagecraft 2. I was. That's so good because it does take all the talent.
So we're doing math, we're doing technology, we're doing digital work, all sorts of things that have to come together to
We
make
just
this
don't live
happen.
singularly in this world, by the way. Isn't that great? Like it takes all kinds and all talents and all motives
Absolutely.
to make something great. So I love it. So shameless plug. So give us the dates when folks can come watch the play. And then I'm putting you on the spot here for the festival, where, when, all that. So let's start with the play.
Okay, so the play is April 4th through 8th, so we open a week from Thursday. No, I'm sorry.
We open in 2 days. We open in 2 days.
Sorry, my bad. 2 days. I'm wishing it was a week from Thursday, so we'd have more time. But we open Thursday, April 4th through 8th, and 7 o'clock curtain. We have a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday.
Here at Charles Page
here
High
at Charles
School.
Page High School, you can get tickets at the door.
Or from us.
Or from students. All students are selling tickets,
Is it a
absolutely.
competition?
If you bring a group of 10 or more, you can get tickets for $8 with a group of 10 or more. So we're trying to fill the house.
Sunday.
So that's on Sunday.
On Sunday only.
Okay.
Trying to fill the house on Sunday. And the festival is actually in all over town. To be honest, I do not have the list of where everything is, but if you tap into that QR code, it will give that information.
So we're going to put a little bit of pressure on our communications director in getting that QR code out on our social media sites so people can find that. But you guys come out and support these kids. I mean, look at these kiddos. They're stuff. They don't want to be called kiddos. But you are a little bit, and maturity comes later, I promise. I'm teasing y'all. I know
It's
you're
okay. I'm
mature.
playing a 30-year-old
Right,
woman, and I'm 16.
exactly. Thank you. So So come support these students. They are just absolutely amazing. So thanks for letting me be a part of this.
Thank you for
crew.
coming. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And thank you, Lisa.
All right, Sandite, did you hear me? Get out and watch these guys.
Woo! Into the woods.